Good morning, guys. Today is an exciting day for me because it's my last day of work. Not forever, unfortunately, but my last day of work at my full-time job for 2022. Hey guys, I'm Kay and you've arrived in my weird little corner of the internet. Welcome. If you're new here, I'm a part-time reseller, mostly on eBay and Poshmark. I do also sell on Mercari and Depop and have an antique booth. More content about that coming soon. You guys seem to like it. Apologies for the noise in the background. Clove, our kitten, is eating her breakfast. But like I said in the intro, today is my last day of work for my full-time job until 2023. So I had quite a bit of PTO to use. I've mentioned in previous like day in the life vlogs. So I've had every Friday off since the beginning of November. I also took a whole week off for Germany and Austria, and now I'm taking this Friday off tomorrow and then the last week of the year. So I'm excited, to say the least, to have just some time off, to not really have any plans to do anything, but be able to spend time with my daughter, who will be off from school for winter break. So yeah, I don't know where today will take me. Obviously I have to work my full 8 hours. I have just a few sales, I think 3 actually. No, 4, I lied. I had one on Poshmark, and Poshmark's been pretty quiet. But I have 4 sales to get out for resale. I have to take my daughter to the doctor's. She has a physical. And other than that, we might do some thrifting later in the day after I bring her to her appointment. And I unfortunately can't share too much of my work day because I work in healthcare, and you know, PHI is a thing. So I have to be very careful with what I share with you guys, but I will take you along in a work day in my life since it's the last one of the year. I've worked a total after today of 8.5 days in the month of December, and honestly, with how much I hate my job, that's still too many. So with that said, I'm going to get my juice and my breakfast sorted, and then I will sit down at my desk and start my day. Fashionable, I know. Got what I need. I will show you guys inside where it's warm because my fingers are basically frozen after being in there for like 3 minutes. Okay guys, you can clearly see I have my very sexy headset on for work. But anyway, I have a few minutes, so I'm gonna go over the 4 things that sold. 1 Poshmark and 3 on eBay. The only Poshmark sale was this. It's an Alice and Olivia face mask. This came in a ThredUp fun box. My cost of goods is between $3 and $4 in those, depending on when I ordered it. If it was before I got VIT status and had to pay shipping, or after, and also how many items are in the box. Sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's 12. This one mask I had listed for $20 and got a super reasonable offer of $15 for a single face mask. So I'm very happy with that sale, even though it's a low dollar sale. Next is an item that came from Liv's collection, so she will get half of the profits. They're not going to be crazy good, but she still gets the money. This is a Funko Pop. It's Bruni, one of the cutest Disney characters in my opinion. And this is from Frozen 2, and this sold, I had it listed for I think 20. Got a $10 offer. It's been sitting for probably a year and is going to Germany. So I know they're paying a lot in the shipping, and I decided to just let it go. Liv didn't care if it sold for $10. So we just accepted that. This is a Tory Burch cardigan. I recently shared this. It did have like a couple small spots that I wasn't able to get out. I am not the best at stain removal. Unless it's a Squishmallow, then I can pretty much always get them out. But apparently clothes elude me. So this sold on an offer of $27. It was a counter offer from a buyer on eBay. Let's see what I had it listed for originally. So originally I had it listed at 36. It's a size small. It's called the Simone cardigan, and it does have the Riva, if you're familiar with Tory Burch, the Riva flat like logo buttons on it. So people do look for those. Sometimes they want just the buttons so that they can replace them. So if you ever find like a Tory Burch garment that has those Riva style buttons on them, or any kind of logo buttons, and the item's just otherwise trashed, for like at the bins for example, I would still consider picking it up and just salvaging those buttons and listing the buttons by themselves. And the last sale I have is this pair of boots. These came in a ThredUp fun box. You guys, ThredUp has been a huge increase to my sales this year in 2022. I'm surprised a lot of their items ended up on my top 22 sales for this year. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it. These are Michael Kors. They are Michael by Michael Kors, so not as valuable, a smaller size, and they do have considerable wear on the bottoms. And I think I listed these at $50 and I got an offer of $30. She wants to resole them. They do have some other wear here on the suede. You can see some little issues there. So I was happy with a $30 sale. A lot of the ThredUp shoe boxes I've gotten recently, which is where these came from, I've gotten for either free or like less than $10 overall, because I use my ambassador credits. If you want to know how to become an ambassador on ThredUp, I will leave the link down in the description below for you. So my cost on these shoes, boots rather, is very low. It's under $3, I think, if that. So yeah, that's all of the sales that I have to ship today. So I'm gonna get those packaged and ready for my mail carrier to pick up, and then I'm gonna get back to work. All packaged up and ready for my mailman. He is, by the way, the sweetest man in the world. And here's Clove to come and check out the door being opened. Okay, you guys, so this is granted not the best angle, but again, I work in healthcare and HIPAA is a very real thing. So I don't want to lose my job. Even though I hate my job, I don't want to lose my job without having a backup plan. So I'm not going to show you what's on my main screen, but I always have YouTube running in the background. If you can see over here, I have myself playing here because YouTube revenue. But anyway, I don't really pay attention to this much unless I'm doing bookkeeping for my resale business. But Courtney at Common Tags, one of my favorite channels to watch, has a new video from yesterday. It looks like it's a ThredUp shoebox, and the title is Christmas Came Early. So I am going to hit play on that and have that going in the background while I do some work. It's almost lunchtime, so in order to maximize my lunch break where I have to clock out, I usually will make my lunch beforehand and eat it at my desk, and then I have the whole half hour to work on my resale business. Okay, you guys, so I am on my lunch break. It's half an hour unpaid, unfortunately. So what I typically do on my days that I'm working is during that half hour, I will work on my resale business. So I have the remaining items from my bins haul from last week that I still have to photograph and list. So I will start bulk photographing them, and then if I have time in that still remaining half hour, whatever's left, I will start listing. But at least for now, I can have the photos and then I can list them whenever my time allows. And Clove will probably be chasing her tail, I guess, for this part of the video. Also, I cleaned up this Le Creuset. I gave it a nice wash, got all the crud off, and got most of the crud on the bottom off. If you saw that bins haul, I showed the bottom of that prior. So I didn't use Barkeeper's Friend on it. I just used like regular Dawn dish soap and a sponge. Okay, so that's it that I have to photograph. There really wasn't much from the bins. If you guys saw that video, you know that I really got mostly hard goods anyways. Now she's playing with the cord. Say hello to the vlog, Clove. I still have to fix this. It's got some issues with the leather, so I want to shine it up a little bit before I list. And then this I forgot to bring down to my antique booth when I went over the weekend. So I'm gonna put that aside for that. And then the only thing that I didn't just take photos of besides those two is this Athleta Girl bag. And I'm just gonna put this in my laundry room where I do all my shipping. So next time I have an Athleta sale or an Athleta Girl sale, I can package that up. And then this I'm going to redonate. I have a bag over there that is for donated things. I grab these at the bins when I see them, and if they're the smaller size that aren't really helpful for me, because usually when I thrift I get a lot of things and they won't really fit in these bags, so I like the big TJ Maxx Marshall size ones, but I will just end up redonating these, and I see plenty of them in the thrift store and people are always buying them, so that's where this is gonna go. Ow! She's vicious. I had to grab her because she was biting the cord for my Santa that I just hung up yesterday, and it's already got bite marks in it, and I don't want her to electrocute herself. So I'm holding her like a baby, and she doesn't really like it. And she's watching her tail go. Yep, that's normal for her. So I'm gonna put her down and see how much time we have left. Okay, we have about 12 minutes left. I am sitting at my dining room table, which I just cleaned off and decorated yesterday. Please ignore my messy desk in the background. I haven't gotten to that yet, but we have 12 minutes left on my break. So I'm gonna probably only be able to get, I don't know, 2 to 3 listings up, since I manually am gonna be cross-listing them over from eBay to Poshmark. So let's get started and see how many we can do. Okay guys, that's all I have time for. So I got 3 things listed to both eBay and Poshmark. So it's kind of like 6 listings since I'm doing everything manually. I got the tea kettle up and 2 of the Squishmallows, the Dumbo and the raccoon. And so I just have the clothing left. I may try to do that if I have some time in between tasks at work between now and when I leave, which is at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And otherwise, I'm gonna go sit back at my desk and do some more work. Okay guys, I'm clearly back at my desk for work. I do have a couple loose ends to tie up before I'm gonna be away for, you know, like a week and a half. And right now I am watching Cajun reseller Chris. He is doing a what sold, and on goes the headset again, just in case I get any phone calls. And yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and get some work done. Alrighty guys, I just clocked out for the last time in 2022. Yay! I'm so excited that I am done with work for the year, and I am happy to be spending next week off with my daughter. It's like I said before in previous videos, I have a really hard time with making a good work-life balance since I work from home, so I never really feel like I'm actually not working, even if I'm not physically sitting at my desk, unless I'm on vacation. So this will be nice. It'll be really awesome for me to have some quality downtime with her. We're not really doing all that much. She does want to go into New York and do some thrifting because she heard it's good there. So yeah, I'm just really excited to be able to spend some time with her during the holiday season and not have to worry about work until January 3rd because we get the second off in observance of New Year. So yay, yay, yay. Now it's time for me to go pick her up from the bus stop and take her to her appointment, and then we'll probably go thrifting. So see you guys there. Hello from VoiceOver K at Savers again. Per usual, I pretty much live here. Started off in the activewear because you guys know January is coming, and the second thing I see is this pair of Lululemon crops. I'm not a big crop fan from Lulu, and these were pretty pricey at $9.49, but I do end up grabbing those. Honestly, this store was pretty dry overall. I had just been here on Sunday and scored a lot of activewear, but I guess they haven't really stocked anything new, or maybe people have been in the store and scooped everything that was good up. So I just pick up that pair of Lulu and one other piece you will see in the next clip, and that's it for activewear today. And we're about to see it, this like animal print right here. It was really hard to see the logo, but they felt nice. It is Athleta, and they are a newer tag with the style name right underneath the logo. Those were also pricey. Those were $12.99, I believe. And like I said, just a whole lot of nothing that I really enjoy picking up. And same stuff really that I had just seen on Sunday when I was there. Onto the shoes. Spoiler alert, also not much here. I did check these Ralph Lauren's to see if they were the collection. Ralph Lauren collection I have good luck with. Sadly, these Hirachis were busted and missing a lace on one shoe. I do spot something down here that I put in my cart, but I end up putting them back. They're called Blondo. I don't know if maybe I was just thinking of Blundstone, which is on my list to manifest in 2023, but these were mixed comps, so I end up putting them back later. Spotted some Allbirds in the kids section. They didn't have a price. Obviously they're a kid size, and they were just really, really worn, so I do put those back on the shelf. I spotted something that I was familiar with. I own these. They are up for sale in my closet and haven't sold, so I wasn't picking up a second pair. Jeans, again, not much. It was overall just a meh thrift trip, nothing exciting. I do find this little squishmallow. I believe his name is Francis, and he's going to Clove, actually. I saw a pony. It ended up being like a generic brand, but I was hoping for some vintage MLPs. And here's a squishmallow, a little tie-dye shark for $4.99. I do grab him. I think this is someone's like craft knitting project, but man, it was so cute. I almost picked it up for my booth. This is a Disney plush. It's from Expedition Everest, and the comps look pretty good. And I spot another squishmallow over here in the pillow section, but sadly it's damaged. I believe this is Greta the brown bear. It was also $7.99, so I left it. I donated this. It was Clove's bed. Starbucks tumbler. A Boston tumbler similar to this was on my top sales of 2022, so I picked it up, but it's honestly not worth a lot. Here's a ceramic Starbucks tumbler, but it does have considerable wear, so I leave that behind as well. Hey guys. Had a mini heart attack, thought this was Aviator Nation. It's exactly their style, and it's just a dupe from No Boundaries. And that's it, it's time to go home. All right, you guys, so I was in there for a little over an hour. I'm about to drive home. The thrift was not good, which is weird because I was here over the weekend on Sunday and I cleaned up with activewear. You guys will be seeing that haul tomorrow actually for Friday Thrift Finds. And I got a whole bunch, a lot of Athleta, a lot of Lululemon, some Sweaty Betty, which I hardly ever find. So I guess I cleaned them out and they haven't really restocked because I don't think the store's really been super busy for the last week. I mean, it's like a Thursday night. And it's the holiday season and a lot of people aren't really thrifting. But yeah, I think I picked up 6 or 7 things. I got one Squishmallow. Well, I got 2 Squishmallows. One is like a little mini like Squishville one, and that one's going to Clove because she's obsessed with them. So every time I find the really, really small ones, I give them to her. And then I found one other one to resell. I found a Disney plush. You guys probably saw everything that I picked up at the store. I got a pair of Lululemon crops, a pair of Athleta leggings that are new. They have the name underneath the brand. If you guys have been around, you guys know those are the ones that I'm looking for. The Athleta with the name of the pant underneath. I got a teak made in Thailand, like very extra large cloche, which I'm gonna keep for myself. That was $10. So yeah. That's pretty much it. I got a couple like little Japan like pottery things. One's a cup and one's just like a little piece of pottery, and I'm gonna bring those to the booth. But yeah, that's everything that I got. So with that said, I'm going to leave you here for this video. Thank you for working with me, my last day of work for 2022. I'm super excited, like I said earlier, to spend the week off. Mostly with my daughter. We'll probably go and hit a few thrift stores. I'm sure you guys will be seeing that content because even though Vlogmas technically ends in 2 days on Christmas Eve, I'm doing a video every day for the whole month of December. So you guys will be seeing a little bit more of me still. I apologize. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed this video at any point, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out here on YouTube to know what type of content you enjoy seeing from me. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you here in my weird little family on the internet, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.